What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the final day of National Bracket Play here at AVGL Intel Inspires for Rocket League. We've got 4 teams total left on the docket, but only 2 of them can advance their way to the LAN Championship. I'm Catnator, that's Sandwich. We're here to take you through it.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to be here. As you mentioned, we got not that many teams that we got top 4 in high school and in collegiate. All of these games you're going to be watching here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Teams going to be looking to book that ticket to Arlington, Texas for that Intel Inspires LAN.
Yeah, when we talk about this LAN, this event, let's take a look at the format, what these teams have been playing under in order to get here. So 64 teams have entered the bracket, either way of the regional qualifiers or that wild card, that last chance qualifier to get into this 64 team bracket. And only 2 of them are going to make their way to Esports Stadium Arlington for the LAN Championship. And the teams that do make it through, we'll go ahead, we'll cover the travel, make sure they're able to get there for what will be a miraculous experience.
Yes, sir. It's certainly going to be a great experience without a doubt. And when we're looking at the prizing these teams are going to be going through, we're in top 4. So these teams have already locked in $12.50, but every match they win, a chance to double their money. Booking a ticket to LAN locks them $2,500, and first place gets them that grand prize of $5K.
Yes, sir. That is absolutely right. $12.50 acquired for these teams. They're going to be the top 4 in their respective brackets. So 4th and 3rd guaranteed, win or lose, but an extra doubled up amount of money just to win this one game. And then, of course, that means you pack the bag as well as acquire it. When that second place comes through, again, $2,500 guaranteed and the chance for the $5K at Esports Stadium Arlington. And I'd argue, forget the money, man. Just playing on LAN will be big enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not a bad excuse for these teams tonight to go through and give it their all. One match, a ticket to LAN, a chance to double their money. What's not to love, Cat?
Nothing. Nothing's not to love. Everything is crisp, proper, just as it should be. And we'll give 2 teams to love here when it comes to each bracket. We mentioned the fact there are 4 teams left, so there are 2 games going on. We are going to cover just 2 of those today. So we'll give you 1 from high school, 1 from collegiate. When it comes to shedding that love on the broadcast, our Rocket League game is going to be Divine Child High School versus James Martin High School. So we've got ourselves the Falcons and the Warriors here on the broadcast. Of course, Prosper High School, the Jayhawks going on as well. And if we can, we'll try to update you on what that end result ends up being if it comes to it. You know, the schedule works out, and you want to take them through the PJ matchup, Sandwich.
Of course. You mentioned the high school, but on the other half, that collegiate side of the bracket, the match we're going to be covering is the St. Clair Saints going up against the University of North Texas Eagles. On the other side of the bracket, we have Indian River State College battling it out against Northwood White. They're going to get a chance for a little revenge match. Indian River State taking down Northwood Blue earlier on in the bracket.
Very nice, very nice. A little bit of cold blood perhaps coming through in that game. We got to see Divine Child High School play last week. Clean 3-0 sweep. Now to come here, they've been putting the work in. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sandwich. Round 1, 3-1. Round 2, 3-0. And then a 3-0 on the stream. No holds barred. A couple of those games, 3-goal deficits to win out. So this team knows how to control the pitch. They know how to get the job done. James Martin, on the other hand, they're coming to this one as the higher seed, the 5th seed to the 25th seed Divine Child High School. These guys 3-0 to start. Then they get in a little bit of rocky water, 3-1. And that last series just now was a 3-2 for the Warriors. So they have been having their fair share of battles trying to make it through this bracket. We'll see if they're going to push through in this one, or if the Divine Child's train is going to continue rolling on. Because James Martin, guarantee you, they would like to qualify for this LAN because they are in Arlington. Their school is in Arlington, Texas. It is literally in their backyard. They have home field advantage if they make it through. So just one more game to be the difference.
Yeah, some schools here making it all the way to that final match. Another on the collegiate side of things, there's another school looking to defend that Texas home turf. Of course, University of North Texas, not too far from Arlington as well. But for James Martin and Divine Child, I mean, if either of them want to book that ticket, Cat, they've got to get through each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So Couldn't say better. Gotta get through this one right here. And when it comes to additional tournaments, when it comes to high school esports federations, most of these teams are pretty decent. That's kind of where the cookie crumbles. But we talk about the fact that Divine Child is the 25th seed coming into a bracket of what is 32 teams as opposed to 64, and still making it now what is all the way to this last decider match, what is guaranteed prize pool for them. So seeding doesn't always tell the whole story, and farther than that, statistics don't always tell the whole story either. So just because these teams haven't been able to show up and show out in other tournaments, they've shown out when it matters, I'd argue, to come through now and get the job done. And when it comes to coming through, we got to talk about the sponsors who came through for us, supplying what is that prize pool. Got to give love over to Asus, especially the Republic of Gamers. They are the leading gaming brand, empowering gamers with the ultimate esports experience. You can join forces with the Republic of Gamers to unleash the full potential of your school esports team. If you type !ASUS in the chat, you can get an exclusive $400 off the new Rogue Flow Z13. Or click the panel down below to learn a bit more.
Yes, sir. A big thanks to all the sponsors who came through, helping us provide this prize pool to these high school and collegiate event. The celebration of esports. Certainly going to be a good last evening of online matches again. The winner of these games we have tonight booking their ticket to the Intel Inspires LAN down in Arlington, Texas.
All right, so as we wait a bit here for the game to cook up, nerves start to build, right? Sandwich teams start to get a little bit nervous, start to feel how big of this moment is, right? They've been playing everything online from the comforts of home, absolutely chilling on their own setups. Now an opportunity to go out on the flight, get into a new venue, and what I'd argue is a pretty big size venue. Like, there are nerves, there are big things at stake here. If you're a player, Sandwich, what are you feeling and how are you coping with it?
I think if you're a player on either of these two teams, again, as you mentioned, a chance to book your ticket to LAN, you've got to hang your hat on the success you've had before. We mentioned Divine Child and James Martin, the paths they've had to get through this tournament. I mean, if you're James Martin, that 5th seed, you've got to hang your hat. I mean, the TOs themselves placing a high rank on James Martin, giving him that 5th seed. But if you're Divine Child, that 25th seed, you mentioned out of 32 teams, they're looking certainly going to be going into this game with a chip on their shoulder cap, the chance to prove everyone who doubted them wrong.
Yeah, I like that. It's very true. And I think when we talk about these big high pressure scenarios, there's two factors in this match in particular, right? High school players, younger players who maybe haven't had that big tournament experience just yet, and how momentum-based Rocket League matches can be. So we'll see what these players bring to the table as we jump into game one best of 5 to decide a spot at the LAN.
On the offense, but quick clear from Divine Child. Go back and forth.
The start of Rocket League games, always just a little bit of a feeling out process. These teams try to get acquainted. Make sure you don't make any silly mistakes early in this one. A first goal could really lay precipice to what will be the future of this series. So you get out scoring first, a little bit of confidence, shakes you through the early dangers, and that would always be quite nice. So we'll see if they can find it here. Uganon was looking for it. Was he to send it away, and a reset here mid-pitch.
Yeah, as you mentioned, an investigative process. Look for both of these teams to take some sort of investigative touches, a couple dribbles to see how the ground game is, a couple of those booming clears to test the aerial defense. Oh, and a huge demolition there, clearing out some space. Almost able to come up with a goal. Well, not quite. Divine Child heading back the other way.
Now, Alba have some big moments when it came to the last series, pushing them forward against QHHS. A player who gets physical when the job needs to get done. Not afraid to demo, not afraid to bump up close, and not afraid to get their fair share of goals as well. You see him here off that back wall, going to make that save for it to hit the crossbar. A little bit room in midfield, can't quite find that delayed touch. So that'll reset things just a little bit here as James Martin going to jockey for some control. They'll be piloting the orange in this one, at least for the start. Was he shot on? And that is a shot in the net. They'll score first.
Yes, was he here on the wall. He's spotting Divine Child not quite gonna make it to the backboard. See Divine Child trying to race, get that touch. He's already sent it towards the goal line, and James Martin starting off hot in the series. They're up 1-0.
We'll see how big that 1-goal factor can be for this 5th seed going into this one. The team out of Arlington looking to play the land in their backyard. 3 minutes still to play, plenty of time, and Divine, we've seen them put work in when it comes to the broadcast before, so not too out the water just yet, as Caribou going to look to carry that ball up the sidewall. Wins both 50s, a chance for it. That bomb will break it up early. Catch that aerial, breaks the passing lane down for any danger can really be created. Corner wall going to be the case now. Ugadam looking for that last centering touch. Gets bumped a little bit. That'll send it out back to midfield, and things just about reset unless there's another touch here. Say do manage to push it past the defender yet again. Maybe an opportunity for the look from Peep. No one quite set up. Awkward double commit, a chance for a shot here. Infield pass. Big save from Opbomb.
Yeah, Divine Child peppering that orange goal line, but they weren't quite able to get the offense they were needed. Peep maybe trying to change that. Big save from Wuzzy there. James Martin yet again on offense.
Got some good solid drives early in this one. Like when we look at younger teams playing Rocket League, we consistently see teams pushing the pace, sending whatever shot they can on the net whenever they can. These teams have been very slow, very concise of when they want to take shot opportunities. A big look for Pete Caribou, gonna get his bumper to the front of the ball in time. That one's not going to be good, but these teams, the way they've been able to find good passes, set up teammates, has been quite impressive. The team play from these young guys.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And Peep off the backboard, able to tie the game up for Divine Child. Peep sending it off the backboard. You see Ugadam, maybe James Martin. We're looking at the wrong player on offense there, and Peep's able to capitalize.
Peep sending that one so deep off the clear, able to come back up with it as well, and he just can't quite find the touch. Leaves the door wide open, and Divine Child happy to walk inside it. Score going to be 1-1 here. 1:30 left to play in game number 1. Both teams still jockeying for control early in the series.
Yeah, right now the point of emphasis for both of these teams is that backboard. Both goals coming off of some huge backboard play. A shot from the midfield going to go just a bit wide. James Martin looking to keep possession, but into the orange half we go.
Final minute of play encroaching upon us now. Peep going to send that one to the sidewall. And I like the play from Caribou here to opt to head back to full rotate, recognizing we don't need the break just yet. Try to set something up defensively. They'll do just that. Push now towards the sidewall. Opbomb trying to get involved. That's going to go over 2 defenders. A look here. Peep will catch it in the air. Send that one just a bit away, making it awkward. Wuzzy big demo. Ugadam's gone. Nobody back at home to play that one, and Caribou easily able to send it in the net.
Yeah, Opbomb on Divine Child's been getting big demos all game, but this time it's James Martin. 1 demo's all they need, and they've taken the lead with 42 seconds left.
Yeah, disrupting that rotation quite nicely, allowing for an easy goal. All 3 able to comfortably get up for James Martin there. No chance they don't put that ball in the net. 40 remain. Opbomb looking to do it himself. Flip reset opportunity. Caribou gonna break that one up, and fortunately Ugadam can't quite get anything back off of that one either. Last 30 here. Pete looking in. That one will go straight into the net.
What a shot yet again. It's Peep for Divine Child, jumping off of that sidewall. Just a little too high for James Martin to get up to. This game's all tied up.
All tied up. 5 seconds. All they need is to put that ball home into the net. Opbomb looking to play this quickly off the kickoff. They're moving with new pacing here. Divine Child wasting no time. Shot on Caribou, going to be there for it. Pete back the other direction. Opbomb found the demo, but unfortunately found his teammate's shot as well. That looks not going to be on. 10 seconds the difference between overtime here. Pass on. Mr. going to break it up for it. Can touch that back wall though. Look back on for a halves. Not quite. Pete going to break it up midfield. That ball is coming to the ground. OT in game 1.
A big defensive stand from James Martin. This time they were able to shut down that high arcing shot before it made it to the backboard. We mentioned how important the backboard has been early on in the series, and we have overtime. Oh, yet again.
Oh, that shot goes all the way past the goal line, and this one is going to finish the job. Opbomb will have the rebound, quick and easy. 10 seconds. All it took for Divine Childs to answer first.
Such a huge save from Caribou, but he doesn't get enough heat on it, and Divine Child, they're swarming all over it. They're able to secure that overtime goal.
Very nice for Divine Child, a team that has played as the lower seed in just about every series in this bracket, has made themselves look nothing less than the higher. Once again, they're going to find game number 1. They swept in the round of 8. Chance to do the same here. Unless James Martin have an answer.
Yeah, and you see James Martin on the stat sheet. The big thing that comes out, the save count. Nearly hitting double-digit saves, but gonna need that kind of defensive effort when Divine Child. I mean, Peeps got 6 shots on his lonesome.
Yeah, talk to me about that statistic specifically when it comes to mentality for teams. Having that many saves and still not finding a win in the match.
It's a double-edged sword, Cat. On one hand, a lot of saves, you're getting a lot of stops. But if you have a lot of saves like James Martin do, it means you're letting Divine Child get to the point where they're allowed to take these shots. You're not playing defense in the midfield. Perhaps you're letting Divine Child get a little too close for comfort there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that paid dividends for Divine Child in their last series, where on average throughout the 3 games that they played, they had themselves about 60% ball possession all the way through. So consistently being the team to push the ball forward, to have control, to take shots on. And you're absolutely right. The mental fortitude will be a question here, as got a lot of saves, but unfortunately just not quite enough. We'll see if they can change the story here as we're kicked off and ready to go in game 2.
Yeah, Caribou nearly starting us off hot, but some early back and forth. The shots off the backboard. A shot from Mr. He's able to secure it, and James Martin yet again starting game 2 with a lead.
Doesn't look like the game 1 loss affect them too much there. A nice pass from Wuzzy. Mr. going to find that one and rain it on in to the net. Just takes them 13 to find their first goal.
Yes, sir. Moving with the quickness. How are Divine Child gonna respond? Their offense felt a lot more patient. Oh my goodness! Not James Martin not moving with any patience. A goal off the kickoff.
I mean, this is drawn off the coach's clipboard. Same thing yet again. This one going to come off the sidewall as opposed to the back wall. Win the kickoff with ease. Early control. Wuzzy finds a quick controlling pass, and it's in the net by Mr. Yet again, they connect for their second goal here.
Yeah, 2 different kinds of offenses. Divine Child, they've liked to go a bit of a slower, methodical pace, but James Martin in game 1 and again in game 2, moving with the quickness right now, it's paying dividends.
Now find the hole, attack it. That's exactly what's happening here. Caribou was looking to take out bomb as he tried to bring that ball to the back corner. Fortunately, not quite going to come through, and neither is Bomb's shot. Was he going to be there in the way in the goal box? Big clear, Mr. Does he find the redirect? Looking for it. Peep will be there from the post to send it away.
Almost. Huge play from Divine Child. You don't want to let Mr. get off to a hat trick in the first minute of play. Certainly not going to be good for your momentum, but ball still in that blue half of the field. How are Divine Child going to look to carry it out?
Okay.
Oh, goal line stand, and they make it out. James Martin, those huge saves. It's created some headaches in the past, leaving the ball on the goal line like that with a save, but this time they're able to corral it.
I'll look to translate this into their own offense. Hot bomb will break down that chance very early. Was he trying to send it away in the middle to Peep? Not quite going to be there though. Caribou now trying to take it over 2 defenders. Has done so. Back wall into the midfield. Hot bomb to break it up. Nothing quite yet. Demo is going to create an opportunity for a second look. Caribou to pinch it on to the middle of the pitch. No one quite there to make it happen. It's the defensive trying to send it away. Still pressure on from James Martin. Up unanswered. 2 goals right now. Trying to continue the issue. Pete will clear it away.
Divine Child a bit of a fast break here as the defense crystallizes. Trying to make something happen in the corner. Oh my goodness. Everyone is up from James Martin, but it doesn't matter. Opbomb securing the goal all the same.
Yeah, good shot, but not quite the defense you want it to be there. Unfortunately, can't quite find the save. I mean, I think if you're the defender, you kind of want that one back. Not too tricky to get to, but just unfortunately couldn't make it happen. A lucky break for Divine. They'll get their first goal.
Yeah, the defenders were certainly, they were in the picture, Cap. They weren't quite able to make an impact. They give up the goal all the same, but they are still leading in this game. They're up 2-1.
Yep. In the picture, wrong color. Look on for Caribou. Redirect not quite there. That one's going to go off the backboard. Was he looking to bring it back in? Infield pass. Third look, not going to be there. Defender was going to rotate back, so nothing quite he had there for James Martin. A look towards the middle of the pitch yet again for Caribou. Going to break down the defending clear. Mister will go low on this one. Big clear from Peep. Going to be caught early in the air.
Wizzy's got to corral this ball. We mentioned the dangers of that backboard in this series. They recognize that. They're able to get the ball before it gets too dangerous. Divine Child almost scoring directly from the box. Not to be, but this ball's still dangerous in the orange half.
A little bit of room to work with. Was trying to cook up to the corner. Shot not going to be there. Mister now no boost, but no defenders either.
Net.
Easy goal. Easy as it gets for Mr. Caribou with the assist on that one. Hat trick activated.
Yeah, it's a race. We saw in our feed for just a second there a player picking up a demo. Divine Child trying to make something happen there. Maybe going all in on offense at the wrong time. James Martin, they recognize that and they're able to capitalize on wide open net.
Fantastic game number 2 for the team up by the goals of the same number. Big demo from Opbomb trying to make this happen. Pete with the redirect look, can't quite find the connection. Back to the middle of the pitch, and Caribou now going to be there to break that one up. We'll send the infield down as well. A look for something in the middle of the pitch here from James Martin. They've got all 3 up. Look for Mister off the back wall. Was he going to get involved? We'll send it back in that direction. Opbomb to break it up back the other way. Divine Child, 1:30 left to play. Need goals here, and that certainly will help. Ugadam's pass to Opbomb has generated another goal.
What a shot. Dynamic duo. Ugadam and Opbomb going back and forth. James Martin can't get a defender involved in this little back and forth play in time. They're able to let them cook all the way from the orange corner. It's just a little too close for that kind of shot.
Stewed up the give and go, and quite nice results. Opbomb going to win the 50 on the kickoff. Wuzzy will be there for help. More than enough time. Caribou looking to control this ball, bring it down to Wuzzy. Broken up in the air, and Divine Child team is going to be able to get there in time. Clear back the other direction. Caribou just looking to scuttle that ball away, break down that look, and he's done just that. Bomb's got some room to play with sidewall, bringing it back under his control. Can't find the secondary touch. Peep can, though. Far post where Caribou's there to answer. James Martin with control and with a minute left to play. We're still up 1.
Huge 50. Peep. Oh, really huge gamble going for that boost, but pays off. He's got some space here, too.
For that air dribble up, going to find themselves a demo. Caribou out of the picture. Couldn't quite capitalize off of it just yet. Early turn from Peep in the midfield. Ugadam's going to find a demo as well. Mister will clear it out of danger. Teammate will get respawned, and they're all back to full strength here. 30 seconds now. The Divine Child to try to make something happen and bring this one to overtime and game number 2 as well.
You know, Wuzzy, the rest of James Martin High certainly don't want to let that happen, but this ball in the orange half of the field, they're going to need a big clear. Wuzzy's not able to find it. Oh, a booming clear from Mr. X. Peep able to corral it nearly. The dagger. Oh, this just might be it.
Yeah,
there it is.
That might be the nail in the coffin for game number 2. Just 11 left on the clock after that one. It's a double commit. They get the demo. They get the ball out to midfield, but Caribou more than happy to pick that one up off of the cross. Easy money to put that one on in the net. 2-goal lead now. That just about seals the fate.
Yeah, Divine Child trying to use that back and forth, that give and go we saw earlier, but James Martin was aware of it. They threw a player into the play. They demoed him, but the damage had already been done, and that's going to be the dagger here in game 2.
It's a 10-second overtime goal in game number 1 to put Divine Child up 1-0 in the series. And it's a 2-goal lead for James Martin to answer back quickly. You head to game 3, things all tied up in this one. And what do you feel is the difference for James Martin getting all those early goals, Sandwich?
Without a doubt. I mean, it was that kickoff. You mentioned it. Goals coming 1 second, 10 seconds off of the clock in between goals. Kickoff certainly being a big difference maker, letting James Martin get a bit of a cushion, maybe relax that defense a little bit, let them play with a bit more confidence, and they're able to take that all the way to a win in game 2.
All right, if you're Divine Child, got to be thinking about the kickoff here. 2 immediately unanswered at the beginning of last game. This time, looking a lot better off. They'll get to the back wall just to be safe. Sent away quickly. Control the midfield for Opbomb. Up is Wuzzy going to pick that one up.
And Martin trying to keep the pace. The ball's in midfield. Oh, he gets it past 1. This could be dangerous. Well, this ball going back. Wuzzy's the last defender. The big block. This game tied up. He's got to get another one, though. Oh, he just doesn't have the boost. Huge heads-up play. The patience there.
That is fortunate from Wuzzy not having to come up for that ball. It goes just a little high off the backboard there. Caribou look to send it away. A lot of work to do in terms of 50s on the sidewall. Is able to get at least a bit of control. Wuzzy fighting for that 50. Peep is sent back. Beautiful redirect from who got him off the infield from Peep.
What a passing play. Some give and go action this time. Peep getting in on it. Sends it up to Ugadam. Those James Martin defenders, they're aware of it, but the reaction just a little late. Divine Child able to sneak that just past those last couple of defenders. Start us off 1-0 in their favor.
It's a pretty 2-on-1 on the break. Catching that defender out, and we'll see if they can keep it up now with the extra momentum on their side. Caribou looking to try to get one back. He broken up early. Very tippy top of the back wall. Was he looking to send it over yet again? Easily broken up. Nothing really materializing there for James Martin. Just testing the waters a little bit there offensively. Was he will get just the left tire in front of that ball? That one's going to get sent away. Back to the midfield it goes. Broken up by Peep. He'll be up with help if he can bring the ball back down. The back wall, nothing quite to be there, but they do keep control. They rotate quick enough they can make this one possible. Opbomb looking for a bump, opening the door for Peep, who got him bumped out the way. Heads up play from the defense.
Well, then maybe we'll take it all the way to a goal. Opbomb's got to get that left tire, as you mentioned, Cat, all the way, barely able to get the save, keep the lead in his favor. Some physical play there earlier on offense, but neither team able to really create too much out of it.
Yeah, I'll say not too much crafted just yet, but opportunities coming in waves, and that one going to age like fine wine. They throw that one in the net of what is another clean pass. Comes a little bit off of Wuzzy, but all good. Opbomb puts it in the right direction. Uses that defender's car and is able to get it to the teammate in time to put that one in the net. Consistent looks from both these teams, but it's been Divine Child to find the net.
Yeah, and so far that kickoff, we mentioned it as a point of emphasis, certainly going to be important. Oh, James Martin nearly getting a goal again off of that strong kickoff, but Divine Child, they survive. They keep that 2-0 lead intact. Oh no, Mr. Gotta be careful. Tragedy nearly struck there, but they come out unscathed. Still down 2 goals though in this game.
Everything up right now for Divine Child. Firing on all cylinders, feeling confident in the offense. Peep going to push it back up yet again. On the sidewall though, good reaction from Caribou, loses the 50, but is going to have a teammate help. Got to keep that ball up for quite a bit of time after that demo defensively, and they've done just that. They killed time in the front of the goal box. Be back to full strength now as this clear comes through. Caribou off that sidewall, looking for a second touch, was trying to beat the defender, but who got him? Not one to be fooled, held on to that one. Corner it goes. Mr. a chance on this ball, and Wuzzy can't quite create the opportunity. Sent away, it'll go yet again.
A nice play for Mr. there. No boost, but he's able to corral the ball in the 50. Meanwhile, Caribou's got a lot more boots in the tank. A huge 50-50. Peep is barely able to corral that ball. Oh, and turning it into a big clear.
Fortunate on the demo there. Can't quite craft something off of this clear. Who got him? Going to put in the middle of the pitch. Chance for it. Broken up, though, with that defense at the last second. 1:30. About what's left to play. 2 goals still unanswered. The James Martin side of things. The sidewall will go. Caribou's got nothing to do there, and Wuzzy's going to get an early save on the goal box. Chance to generate this one. Do a little bit of offense if they're lucky. Mr. will push it up the corner. Chance in the middle of the pitch. No one there to put in the net.
Oh, you see Caribou there getting there just at the last second. Oh, Wuzzy trying to keep this ball in the orange halves, or in the blue half rather. Certainly what you're going to need if you're James Martin. You can't exactly play that fundamental style. We're getting to just under a minute of play. You've got to start gambling just a little bit, dedicating a couple extra players on that offensive half. The standard Rocket League rotation can only get you so far, down 2 goals with a minute left.
Yeah, it's time to pull out the stops, without a doubt. James Martin talked about the fact they capitalize on opportunities, needing to find some of them, and Opbomb won't let it happen. People set it up early. Opbomb to control that one all the way through. Delayed touch going to beat that defender on the goal line.
Yeah, we talked about dedicating a couple extra players on offense. That is the gamble you make. You leave one player down there alone to defend, and against Opbomb, that's too easy, he says. He takes that 3rd goal.
Opbomb, no defense. That's a goal every time. Early demo, taking a defender out the equation yet again. He's looking for an extra bump. The goalie went up for that one. Couldn't quite make it happen, but his teammates certainly can. It's Pete to answer from the corner.
What a pass. Yeah, Opbomb throwing the defense a little for a loop because he was searching for those extra bumps. He didn't get a demo, he didn't get a bump, but that investment in that physicality paying dividends again. Divine Child up 4-0 in game 3. They're up huge.
Yeah, you mentioned the fact that he throws him for a loop there, like legitimately. Does that circle all you need to do, and well, all they needed to do goal-wise, but they, keep throwing them on. Divine Child's letting them know about it. Digging the grave right now and burying James Martin inside.
Yeah, Divine Child racking up some points on the scoreboard, certainly doing a lot for the mental there after losing game 2. What a response.
5 unanswered goals in game number 3. Talk about how momentum-based the game of Rocket League can be. You can tell who's got the momentum, and James Martin chilling out. Say, we'll give you this one. All good. GG, go next. We'll think about Theorycraft a little bit here for game number 4 instead.
Yeah, James Martin entering the lab for this little bit of time. It seems Divine Child entering the dance floor all over this orange half of the field, celebrating that dominant game 3 win in style. 5-0 victory for Divine Child in game 3.
Firing on all cylinders is the Divine Child High School side of things. The Warriors having to find themselves an answer. Shots raining out and raining true. 16, the number at the end of the game for Divine Child High School. Putting a hefty amount of those in the net as well. You're on the opposing side of this one. How are you bringing this back, both mentally and physically on the pitch?
Yeah, it's been tough for James Martin High. They've struggled in these more established offensive possessions. We've seen Divine Child make great work off of that physicality. Certainly, I want to see James Martin maybe take a page out of Divine Child's book. They've tried to look for these demo plays, but they've either been ill-timed or too little, too late. I want to look for them to start with that physicality. Maybe throw Divine Child a bit off of their footing.
Okay, well, physicality. I like that. I also would like to see a little bit more set piece, because I think we have got to see some good looks in terms of passing for James Martin, but it's been very spontaneous. It hasn't been a proactive passing. It's been, I see this in front of me. Okay, let's run it, which is good. That is a key skill to be able to develop plays quickly and react in the moment. But you also have to be able to get down on your break and know exactly where you want to put that ball to get it into the net. If you can't create those opportunities for yourself, things get very difficult. Having to capitalize on an opponent's mistakes is an issue if they're not making mistakes.
Yeah, without a doubt. And right now, Divine Child, especially in game 3, playing lights out, picking up where they left off, Cat. They're starting game 4 up 1-0.
Yeah, they're not making mistakes. They're coming in cold, clinical, executed. Who got them? Able to be that third man up in that scenario to finish the job off the rebound. An Opbomb shot. Up 1-0. Took them just 11 seconds here in this one too, and things are tight. We'll see what they can bring.
Yeah, and Divine Child, we mentioned the kickoff being a little bit of their weakness, their Achilles heel, but as the series has progressed, they've shored up the kickoff, and there's that physicality we need to see out of James Martin.
Very nice. Yeah, big 50 win for Wuzzy there, and you're not touching that ball, big dog. Wuzzy early to find that 50 and early to find the goalie in the goal box, not allowing him to get anywhere near that save. Demo's big to put them back up in this one. So 30 seconds, goals traded on each accord. Divine Child still playing up a game.
Yeah, you have two options when you have a power play. You go for the passing plays, as you mentioned, or you can go for the demo. James Martin looking for the demolition, and it works out for them. They've tied this game up.
Stagnation on the sidewall here. Opbomb waiting patiently in the corner. Has rewarded himself a touch because of his efforts. Who got him now going to push this one tenuously forward to that back corner. Can't win the 50. His teammate Pete. No one there at home right now. It's going to go off the crossbar, and Opbomb will finish the job. It's a three-man effort. Yet again, it's a goal provided.
The speed from Pete gets it past one, just barely gets it past two. He ends up tapping that James Martin defender, but that little bit of space is all they need, and Divine Child go up 2-1.
The team out of Dearborn looking to come into James Martin's home ground here. Throw up one just needing to take this last game to seal the deal in the series. They currently lead 2-1. Was he not going to let that happen easily, though? All the room in the world on his car. Started the air dribble, and no doubt about it.
Heads up play from Wuzzy there as he starts the air dribble. You see him turn his car back, using it as a shield. No 50-50 did come, but if it did, Peep was ready for it, or Wuzzy was ready for it.
Yeah, softer touches on the tires there. It goes to the crossbar to guarantee. I'm going to send this one away. I've got full coverage of all the angles, and I should win this 1v1 on the goal line. Didn't have to, but would have been very much prepared for it. Storm sheltered in to send that ball into the net. As he's had 2 big plays to get the team up here, stepping up when he needs to, knowing what's on the line with 3 minutes left to play.
Sir, a chance to defend home field, as you mentioned, Kat, although who got him looking to make a mess of that plan. Oh, this game's tied 2-2. Oh, who got him? A little fake, but was he? He's not buying it.
Was he the big man in this game? Shot towards the net. Pete can't quite make it happen. Got him. Going to try to push it the rest of the way forward, and he'll do a little more than that. It's another goal on the board for Divine.
Oh, and it's a double commit on that touch from Mister. And Ugata able to capitalize off of that. Heads up play.
Heads up indeed. Couldn't quite win the 50 if you're Wuzzy, and that makes the difference there in that one. Another goal on the board. James Barn yet again, another goal. They've got to figure out how to answer. Was he going to look to start something up here? Pushing it down the pitch. It'll be Peep to grab onto it. Mister trying to make something in the back corner. Big pass. Great touch to Wuzzy. Going to get broken up pretty quickly, though, by Ugadam. Wuzzy back down from the ceiling. Hard shot on. Peep will have the save.
James Martin looking for anything. They've got to keep this offensive possession alive. A nice little string of attacks, but that Divine Child defense holding strong.
A little extra time. Yeah, a little bit extra time. Your defender misses the boost pad, and Wuzzy is able to send a beautiful pass over to Caribou. Flies down the back corner. Beautiful pass with more than enough space, and Opbomb just gets beat.
Yeah, we mentioned speed from Divine Child, but this time it's Wuzzy with that speed in the corner, and James Martin able to capitalize, tie this game up, keep their land hopes alive.
Wuzzy's got a goal now. Wuzzy's got an assist, and a pseudo assist, I'd argue, for a big 50 and a big demo when it came to goal number 1. So every goal thus far, Wuzzy's been involved in, really stepping up in a big way for the Warriors here as they try to fight their way back in this series.
Wuzzy looking to make his presence felt. Opbomb trying to put a stop to that action. Takes him off of the field. Sets up Ugadam. He's got some space, but Caribou a big save. Keep that defense alive. Keep James Martin in this game.
I like the outlet pass there to Caribou, trying to push something up the pitch. Couldn't quite develop a play off of it, but you see the proactiveness start to get worked out from James Martin when it comes to creating opportunities on their breaks. The extra man, Ugadam, going to send something to the middle of the goal box, and Opbomb will put it through.
Another piece of goal line calamity. You see Mister, he fumbles the touch a little bit, but Ugadam, Divine Child, they smell blood in the water. They respond to that immediately, and they take the lead.
Got to shake that one off quickly for James Barn. Chances for touches, couldn't quite find them. Focus on what's at hand now. Can't get that save back, but you can get a goal on the other end, and that's what we're going to look to do early off the kickoff. Go back corner. People break it up. Hefty clear. Opbomb looking for a redirect. Not quite. Minute 15 now. Ooh, better than Wuzzy to bring this one down the pitch. Was looking to stall for time there. Who got him not to be faked.
Oh, and Peep taking down Wuzzy. Certainly going to take the sails out of this James Martin attack. But Wuzzy off the respawn, looking to make his presence felt. He picked up one touch. Oh, Mister, the bump not quite going to connect.
There's a shot.
Dangerous.
Dangerous, but couldn't quite punch it in just yet. Can they get another look? Can they rotate this back quick enough? Looks like they can. Wuzzy going to put something towards the net. People be there for the save. Now the look towards the pass for Wuzzy. Going to send it midfield. Shot very high. That's going to go back wall. Should be a clear for Divine Child, but Opbomb can't quite get their car in front of it. Wuzzy going to bring it back down. Peep now looking to break it away. 30 seconds remaining, and James Martin continue to push this attack. Finally, the clear going to come through. Can Mister get this ball turned back around? Can indeed. 50 going to be one. Wuzzy going to push it to the front corner? Can they capitalize? 20 seconds. The difference in this one. A 2-1 lead for Divine and a 1-goal lead in this game.
Yeah, James Martin had a lot of the boost on that play, but Divine Child, they're able to batten down the hatches. survive on that low boost. A big bump out of off bomb. Wozzie's up. It's going to be a last second play. This ball's still up. Wozzie not able to get the touch. It's down to Mr. He scores.
Oh my goodness, Wozzie couldn't quite get the car in place, but was able to send it off the back wall instead. Mr. is there, and a cold-blooded shot to the top corner. Neither defender could get their car in front of it. It's OT to stay alive for James Martin.
Huge play out of James Martin when they needed it the very most. And yet again, that strong kickoff. Mr. Gonna leave the ball, get some boost, put this ball in a dangerous spot.
Divine Child forced it to overtime here in game number 4. Looking to punch their ticket. Esports Stadium, Arlington with a win in this one. James Martin won't go down quietly. They've proven that now. This is the longest overtime we've gotten in this series.
Oh, Caribou.
Oh! No!
And that's all she wrote.
Oh, that is not the way you want that story to end. Peep sends a lofty shot towards the net. James Martin confident in the clear there. Both players out the goal box, and that's all she wrote. It'll go towards the net, and Divine Child, the 25th seed, has found their way to land.
Heads up play from Peep. The patience there. He was waiting in that orange box for that clear. A shark in the water. And the attack, the shark has come through. Divine Child booking their ticket to land.
Immaculate stuff from this team. The passing's been phenomenal. The opportunities have been phenomenal. The clutch factor from all of these players has been quite nice. Fortunately, there's still room for the clutch. They're best of 7s.
It seems it is. Bit of a misplay from us, the players. They're saying, what are you talking about, guys? We got a couple more games of action to play here. Oh, and Mr. coming in with a extra dose of physicality, taking down Peep. Caribou picks up the clear. I can only imagine how James Martin going to be responding. They are now on game point now, since it is a best of 7 and not a best of 5. Oh, but Divine Child keeping the pressure on, picking up where they left off. They said best of 7, best of 5. Does not matter.
They don't matter.
Keep on scoring all the same. They're up 1-0.
Without a doubt, James Martin clawed their way so far back in game number 4. Couldn't quite make it happen. Divine Child looking to capitalize off of what could be fractured mental here. James Martin going to push towards the net. Up bomb early to break that one up in the corner. Sent back down by Caribou. Got him. Going to be there to stop any hopes very early on. Bump going to put James Martin out of position, and that one going to get sent away here. Up bomb, middle of the pitch. Pete will send it high. Little bit of miscomms there. Pass was looking to come through on the back wall. It is the op bomb bump instead. Would have been a straight on shot. That would have been a goal. Couldn't quite make it happen, but still going to be up 1-0 when things are said and done.
Yeah, we mentioned the options you have when you run into a power play. I mean, just because it's called a power play doesn't mean you can't mess it up. I mean, a bit of a miscommunication there out of Divine Child, but not letting it rock them. They're still in this orange half. Got him and Peep looking to keep the ball there. Nice 50-50. Who got him? He's got one man to beat.
One man to beat. No boost in the tank, though. Going to get that ball siphoned off to Peep, who's going to push it over to Op Bomb, who's going to send it just off the crossbar. Almost, but that's not enough in the game of Rocket League. 3:30 standing, and still standing is this offensive attack from Divine, trying to push the issue. Peep going to get beat finally off the back wall. Op Bomb going to push it forward. Last of the boost to get that ball to the wall, but nothing quite to be developed. Sent away now by James Martin.
Yeah, double commit out of the box from James Martin. Divine Child, Peep. We saw him lying in wait, perhaps recognizing that James Martin likes to send a lot of players out on defense. And Divine Child, yet again, perhaps they're noticing this shortcoming in the James Martin defense. They're able to capitalize off it yet again.
I'm not quite sure what created that space, but good capitalization from Divine regardless to find the opportunity to get the second man up and get the shot towards the net. 3 minutes left standing. It's been 2 minutes. It's been 2 goals. Early demo for Divine off the kickoff. Looking to punch this one back towards the net as well.
We'll hop on Mr. Mr. in the back line, trying to make his presence felt. A demo, always able to pick it up.
Okay, room to work with. A 2-on-1. Pete knows that 50's crucial. Is able to win it with full confidence. No hesitation difference there. Big defensive play. Shuts out what could have been a 2-on-1 break attempt. Was he going to go up? Early shadow from Pete. Shut that one down. Up-bomb trying to bring it back to his teammate. Ugadam's got good spacing to send it back off of what is a little bit awkward timing. Mister with the tire is going to push that one away. Caribou's got a demo. That should break down the offensive possession. But Peep going to keep pushing it anyway. He'll find his own ball. Can someone finish it at the goal line? They can indeed. Ugadam going to find himself out the midfield into the goal box with a ball into the net.
Yeah, these double commits in defense are killing James Martin. And yet again, Divine Child are able to capitalize off it. James Martin nearly able to corral the save, just barely missing out on it.
So many nearlies for this team. It starts to feel so tough. Beautiful pass from Op-bomb and a rocket out of Pete.
Holy cow, 54 miles per hour, a huge 50. As you mentioned there, Peep handles the rest.
Nothing but space and nothing but speed on a bullet of a shot to lead Divine Child up 4-0 in what is the last game they need to push the mark here. James Martin, a lot of work to do. One goal every 30 seconds from this point on.
Mr. X certainly don't want to let the ball enter that orange half. You don't have a lot of time to be playing defense, young man, and he recognizes that. But Divine Child still looking to keep the pressure up. A demo from Ugadam certainly going to make it difficult for this James Martin train to start rolling. Although Mr. X maybe.
Okay. Someone there for the midfield. Not quite. Pushed away yet again by the oppression that has been Divine Child, the Falcons roster. Caribou going to send that one forward. Peep going to break it up early. We'll get to the back corner and we'll get boost. This is exactly what you want to queue up the break. Peep will send it to the back wall. Defensive can't touch it, but Caribou will find it on the goal line. Sent away. 1 minute to play. Everything up for James Martin here. They know they've got to play this quick.
Well, Mr. Boost trying to play it quick. He doesn't have the boost though, although his teammates recognize that. Woozy coming to his aid. Caribou on the clear, and Divine Child just swarming all over these clears. Some brutal defense. They're reading these clears perfectly, and because of that, the James Martin defense just can't respond.
The boys out of Divine Child from Michigan, the Land of Lakes, and they are flooding the net with goals right now. 5-0 the scoreline. Under a minute to play. James Martin, if you got some stops, it's time to pull out every last one of them.
We're going to need a Christmas miracle from James Martin. Let's hope we're going to be having some Christmas in March. Was he trying to start us off here? Although Op-bomb again, that physicality going to make it tough to start the offense.
Peep back forward. Caribou's got a big goal line save. They generate some offense off of it. 30 seconds left standing. We basically need a goal now, but this one all but chalked up sandwich. Divine Child, the 25th seed coming into the high school national bracket, will be coming out Esports Stadium Arlington.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. Op-bomb taking a bit of a victory lap with the ball. Gets it past Wuzzy. A clear from Mr. Although as the clock ticks to 0, Caribou knows his fate. Peep brings it off the wall, and Divine Child high. The Falcons going to be taking a trip to Arlington.
That they will. They'll take flight in this series. They'll take flight later into the summer as well. Fantastic stuff from them, and can't help but mention they'll get to play for a chance at $5,000 as well, netting themselves a guaranteed $2,500 in addition. Of course, the James Martin squad all throughout this bracket put up quite the effort. The 5th seed not walking away empty-handed, but walk away with $1,250.
Yeah, not a bad consolation prize, but if you're the Falcons, as we mentioned, you've got to forget how the online bracket is gone. They've got to set their sights towards that Intel Inspires LAN.
That they do, and us on the broadcast, we'll set our sights to our next qualification match. 2 colleges coming up next. Only one can make it to Arlington. We'll see you in just a couple minutes.
squeeze up, down, squeeze up.
Technology helps you stay fit.
Sorry, I gotta take this call.
What about our quads?
But to keep your hybrid workforce in shape, you need more than technology. You need Intel and CDW.
We can custom configure PCs on the Intel vPro platform.
I can custom configure your abs.
Hardware-based security and remote manageability let you monitor and protect devices.
This is so nice.
That's so nice. Your mother is gonna love her, by the way.
Oh boy.
Intel vPro makes secure remote management possible. CDW makes it powerful.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AVGL Intel Inspires. We just locked in our two high school teams headed to Esports Stadium Arlington. It's Divine Child High School and Proper High School. They'll face off at the Intel Esports Summit. And speaking of Intel, Samus, what you got for us?
Yeah, you obviously can't have an Intel Inspires Esports Summit without one of our sponsors, Intel here. Intel Inspires is made possible by Intel. Experience gaming like never before with Intel's newest generation of processors. Push your gameplay beyond performance, delivering the ultimate gaming experience. A huge shout out to Intel and all of our sponsors who made this sort of event possible.
Beyond performance. Let's talk about two teams that go beyond performance. Our two collegiate teams coming up in this one, our next semifinal matchup, St. Clair and UNT Esports. St. Clair out of Canada. How did they sneak in? I don't know, but hey, I like to see the extra representation from the other NA homies. Of course, the University of North Texas, a team you mentioned in Denton, pretty close to Arlington as well. When it comes to these two teams, let's start with their bracket runs, and then we'll move into some additional tournament information about them and where they've been in the past and where they are now. Let's kick it off with the bracket sandwich.
Yeah, for St. Clair, they had a pretty relaxing run, a couple of sweeps. However, the previous round against West Virginia, they go up 3-2. So a bit of a nail biter as they end up in this match against University of North Texas. As for North Texas, they've had a bit more of a intense bracket. They have a couple of sweeps as usual, but a 3-2 win against UT Dallas and then a 3-1 win against Akron. So a couple more losses for UNT, but both teams looking to book a ticket to land all the same.
When it comes to both these teams, no strangers when it comes to CRL. UNT 7-7 in this season in the Western region. Unfortunately, did not make the playoff bracket. So no shot at Worlds for them this time around. And the same story, unfortunately, for St. Clair, who didn't make the playoffs of CRL because, unfortunately, they didn't make the play-ins of CRL. Went out in what is the last round of their pool for the qualifier, didn't make it through, didn't get a chance at this season, which is tough for this team because for the last, I believe, 7 seasons, they found themselves a spot in the Western region, and this time, or the Eastern region, excuse me, and this time a very different story. So one that feels uncomfortable for them. Just a year ago at DreamHack Dallas, this team saw themselves in a semifinals matchup against Stockton, finishing in the 3rd, 4th position against a Stockton team that would go on to lose 4-2 in the grand final. So this is a team that just a year ago was in CRL Worlds, this year not in CRL. The only real difference is one player on the roster. So what was that change enough to really shake things up? I don't know. Because this team didn't make CRL, but then again, those qualifiers are pretty tight, right? It's these quick brackets and these pools. You get the draw of the hat, whatever you get out the pool. Good luck, Bozo. Hopefully you didn't get teams that are too hard, and hopefully you sent it through. So things do get tight. There's just too many colleges to have a process go any other way. But when it came to CCA playing the Collegiate Open instead, they're first. Those are a sequence of weekly tournaments. You acquire points throughout, I believe it's 8 weeks. They had 831 over the spring session, and the next team to them is 725. So beating them by a clear 100 points. So clearly the best team in the Open division, although they didn't make CRL.
Yeah, the Kings from Canada, as you mentioned, not making it to CRL, but down here in the Intel Inspires action, they're looking pretty strong. They're one match away from booking that ticket to Arlington. Have already locked in that top 4 prize money, but I'm sure their sights are set on that first place.
Gotta be. And ironically, for both these teams, right, that aren't going to have a chance at CRL Worlds, you know how far Esports Stadium Arlington is from the Kay Bailey Convention Center that will house Worlds?
How far is it?
27 minutes. So it's basically like they made it. You know what I mean? You win this game and you live out your wildest dreams anyway. And we were joking a bit before. I think this is a more exclusive experience, you know? Only 2 teams coming out. CRL World instead of like, what, 16? 16? 2? Come on. The gap is there. You'd love to see it. And the prize pool, of course, going to come guaranteed with that as well. 2,500. You win out in this one. And it's a reminder, these teams playing on land for 5,000 at the Intel Esports Summit. Well, they have made the final 4. There is prizing for the top 4. So they've guaranteed themselves a 3rd and 4th place prizing of $1,250. But of course, vying for double, if not all the cheddar at the top place spot.
Yeah, without a doubt, some got 4 mice left in this rat race looking for all the cheddar they can gather.
That's
Got
clean.
University of North Texas looking to defend home turf. Meanwhile, the de facto kings of Canada, the St. Clair Saints, going to come down to Esports Arena Arlington and make a mess of that home turf stand.
We'll see if it is the Texas natives or if it is the foreign invasion. That'll be the difference here when it comes to LAN championships. One best of 7 is all that separates these teams from the big prize.
And North Texas, again, we mentioned in our previous match the feeling out period. Look for both these teams to pick and probe early on, find those weaknesses. Neither team jumping off to anything too crazy off the page so far.
And as we vibe for just a little bit early in the series, as we tend to, what do you feel are some key differences when we look at high school Rocket League then into collegiate?
I think certainly we're going to see a faster pace of play. Going to see a bit of certainly less double commits. The communication to collegiate level is certainly going to be on display. We're obviously not going to any sort of listen-ins. We're not going to be able to hear that level of communication, but you're going to be able to see it on the field with the kind of plays these teams are able to bring out.
Absolutely. Demo from Christian, a big save afterwards as well. Going to break down the early play from North Texas. Christian looking to get something done offensively, and will do just that. Both ends having impact. The pass from Spoods in the midfield creates all the room in the world off the secondary 50. Christian happy to punch it home.
Yeah, huge 50 from Spoods there. Not entirely sure North Texas was ready for the ball to pop out like that. Certainly didn't seem so, but Christian mentioned that communication. Spoods maybe communicating a little early. Watch out for this 50. Watch your head. And Christian able to capitalize.
Very nice stuff. The answer out first. The side of St. Clair as they're going to push this one early into the corner. Broken out quickly. Spoods looking to bring this one back. The assister of last goal looking to find a secondary assist. It's Ramen to the far post. That one's broken up. Big fake in the midfield. Great opportunity for UNT. Shut down rather quickly though by Ramen.
Yeah, a little fake from Ramen. Didn't have a lot of boost left in the tank. Tried to make some magic happen with the fake, but University of North Texas not buying it so far. Oh, and a demo out from Christian. They're going to have some space. It's down.
Oh,
What a shot from Spoods. The power play conversion out of the Saints.
let us see everybody eating when it comes to St. Clair early. First, it's the pass from Spoods to Christian. Now it's the pass from Christian to Spoods to find a secondary look. Both goals assisted thus far. 2 minutes in, 2 goals, both unanswered.
Sir, up here in collegiate, you're going to have some hero ball being played, but the vast majority of those goals, it's going to take a village for a successful offense, and the Saints putting that on full display early on.
Look towards the back wall there. No one quite ready for that one, but there's plenty of time for St. Clair to set up here. Secondary touch is on its way. Spoods looking for a bump. Couldn't quite find it. Llama with the clear to D-Bang, looking to send something on home. Broken up quickly, though. Proactive defense out of St. Clair thus far to break down those passing lanes. Gonna push this one away. Spoods gonna get bumped. Creates the gap. There's an opening. Can't quite find it, though. D-Bang shots high off that post. Teammate couldn't quite get to it in time, but there's plenty of time for them to get back on the defense. Cover the break quite nicely in transition, and Ramen going to find a demo for their troubles. Now taking it offensively. Christian to the corner. Pushing it forward. Flick over. Pajama ready for it.
Heads up play from Pajama, but the offense isn't over. Another save is going to have to come out. This time it's D-Bank. Saints offense continuing. This ball in the orange corner. Christian's up this time. Well, nearly got that second touch from the corner. Or Texas going to start some offense of their own.
The pitch we go. Look back down. Little fight for control on mid. D-Bank off the ceiling. Nothing quite going to be there. Defense reacting just a bit too quickly. Now Spoods with control in the center of the pitch, looking to send that one away. Pajama can't quite find the 50. Awkward look for him on the back wall. Rotate away, straight into trouble. Spoods going to take him down. One player out the equation, but nothing to be set up here for St. Clair. They'll reset, give time for the respawn. Pajama going to push the ball forward. Looking for the redirect. Back home to the midfield. Into D-Bank's hands, and Ramen to break it up in the front of the goal box. Push back forward for St. Clair. Back corner. Christian up for it. Can't quite make it happen. Far post and sent away. Defense going to break that one up. They'll look for a little bit more as well. Now looking to convert to offense. Lucia can't quite find anything. Christian will go over the top of D-Bank. Midfield, no one home.
Yeah, some back and forth. The University of North Texas getting some nice chances to score, but they're a couple pieces short of any goals going their way. The Saints still up 2-0. We'll see how they're going to be able to respond. We'll see if North Texas have an extra gear here in this final minute.
So tricky to get goals in quickly. Let's see if they can get the job done, though. Back wall early going to be guarded. D-Bank going to take down Ramen. Can they convert something off of the demo in the early save? D-Bank going to go over his own goal box, but safe in the clear. Looking to bring that awkward touch midfield. Was trying to bring it down to the teammate. Couldn't quite do it.
Almost had it, but it's not to be. The Saints able to come up with a stop, although D-Bank almost got the touch off of the ceiling of his car. The Saints not having any of that. They shut that down before the ball even hits the top of his car. The North Texas still in offense here as the clock ticks to 0. Might be looking at a little more than a consolation goal though.
Impeccable control all the way throughout this game for St. Clair. Ball will touch the ground and they'll be the first to answer in this best of 7. UNT interested to see how many shots they actually be able to put on the net. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just 3.
Yeah, low shot count. It certainly felt like they were on offense a little bit more than that. We saw some centers that didn't end up getting that weren't touched by UNT at all. But that just speaks to the level of this St. Clair defense. When you get a center past UNT, they're not expecting the ball to get past St. Clair in that way, and they aren't able to capitalize as a result.
I like that line of logic. That makes perfect sense to me. I like that line of logic. Oh, here's the ball. Yo, why is the ball there?
Exactly.
It's almost like you're too open. Not ready for that look. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I will agree with you. I think they got a little bit more look in terms of their breaks than what those 3 shots do allow. But I think in terms of good shots, good on the net shots, 3 sounds about right. I was interested that's that for that exact reason. Quite a bit more control for St. Clair. It felt like every break quick and calculated. Early goals off of what are nice passes, both goals assisted. Back and forth, Spoods and Christian, both a goal and an assist in that one. Ramen allowed to just sit back in the midfield, do the work to break the aerial passing lane down rather quickly. Early look to shut down the midfield, and from there it looked like they had pretty dominant control, turning balls back into the offensive zone. So we'll see if UNT have early answers. I think first games of the series, especially in the best of 7, don't say too much, right? There's plenty of time.
Yeah, a lot more Rocket League left to be played, but if you're on the Saints, you mentioned 2 goals being assisted, certainly bodes well for the rest of the series, understanding that even from the jump, you're not relying on that hero ball. You've got those team principles already in play on offense. Saints looking strong early in this series.
Yeah, the Canadians, I mean, they're just nicer people. End of the day, that's the stereotype. That's how the saying goes. And well, they've been quite a team to share the ball early in this series. And UNT, not to say they haven't been attempting to, but it doesn't come as naturally to us Americans, the want to share, the want to, to embody friendship. So we'll see if they can put the pieces together here. And this one, nothing too out the woodwork just yet as we jump into game number 2.
Oh, and St. Clair looking to start off hot. What
just happened?
Going for the touch. He doesn't need it though. Not sure if he let it fly intentionally or not, but Christian, the ball able to sail. You asked me, that was a heads up fake. He sees the defender running in. So you see on the replay, he sees the defender running in, that pre-jump. Is able to get him out of position, and fake lets it sail home. Yeah,
sometimes we just need the secondary angle to come through, and that it does. Call that very nicely, Sandwich, and allows that first goal to come through for St. Clair. Fake calls out the defender. Ramen going to look to push the ball back down offensively yet again as St. Clair want to continue what is dominant ball possession. Spood's going to pick it up in the middle of the pitch. Lucia looking to bring something on there. Had a flip in his pocket, but no chance to get it out. Defender broke it up too quickly.
Yeah, Lucia trying to pick up a bump onto Ramen. We mentioned him being that defensive Swiss Army knife. He's doing that early on. A save or a stop in the box. A save or a stop in midfield and in the box. Ramen early on all over the field defensively for the Saints.
Okay. Bumps for midfield control for St. Clair. Spood's going to take it into pressure from Lucia. Shot on for D-Bank. Saved by Ramen. That's when that'll go off the crossbar and away. Spood's a clear on. Lucia to break that one up. The defensive end. Christian infield. Up to Ramen. Awkward touch. Can they bring this one back down into something a little bit more? Off the tire of Spood's back corner. Continuing to put the pressure on as St. Clair. Looking to bring this one back yet again. Pajama will clear it up off the backboard. To get it away. Still pressure. D-Bank now should solidify this control.
Oh, D-Bank not able to get the touch on the ball, but it's a consolation prize. Takes Spoods out of the game. So Ramen yet again heads up play there. He knows he's down in this power play, so the early touch just kind of stops the ball in the midfield, buy his team some time to recover.
So we'll hold the ball for just a moment there. Christian will come under Spoods to put it up to him. Shot to the low corner. D-Bank will make the save. Ramen back in, was looking to push that ball a lot farther, and he was able to, but control regarnered quickly for the Saints. Bump on, shot
bump.
for Spoods. That one's in the net as well.
What a bump. UNT, without a doubt. You see two players on the ball. Perhaps Pajama was going to let Lucia get that ball, but surprise, the Saints are looking for a bump. They find it, and Spoods able to capitalize.
2 early goals yet again. They found him in the first 2 minutes in game 1. They've done just about the same here. 2:05 going to be the difference in this one. So 5 seconds, but still 2 early goals for this team, both unanswered. It's the St. Clair Saints. A little bit more action than that. D-Bank going to send it down, looking for his teammate. Almost broken up. They do manage to push that one forward for Pajama. Spoods a long, deep, clear caught in the middle of the field. Sent on, looking for a late flip. Nothing quite to be there for UNT. That'll about break up their possession.
Yeah, a nice touch there from Ramen, able to gather possession again. That glue guy for the Saints, but UNT all over him. He isn't able to get past the second defender. UNT staying on offense. Oh, but a big clear might change that.
In the air is where Spoods will put that ball. See if they can get more off of it.
shot.
Hard
The
save
players are
to
letting it
make.
fly?
Yeah.
Oh, Spoods finally able to get that second touch.
Goes so deep there for Spoods, able to beat D-Bank off the ball. And yeah, Pajama,
Both
you're in a
teams
world of hurt trying to
disbelief.
save that one.
Both teams in disbelief as the ball rolls. Both teams stopping for just a second. Like, is this really going in, guys? Is it? Realizing no, it's not. Both teams gotta run back, and D-Bank's gotta run back onto defense off the kickoff. He's not able to get there in time though. And this time Ramen's able to score. The Saints up big in game 2.
Stun with the ball on the goal line, and I guess the stun goes just a bit further. They're not ready for the kickoff. Awkward 50 creates an opportunity. Gap in the 2 players up for UNT. And you know, Sandwich, when I think about what would be better than scoring 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, I'd say 4 in the first 3.
Yeah, certainly not a bad trade if my math is correct. The Saints probably a bit better at math than I am here, as they've taken that trade. They've taken it in stride. Even though that scoring average has gone up, they haven't sacrificed that defensive efficiency. They're still as strong as they've been all series. What a touch from Spoods.
And a
Saints
crazy
going from
redirect
defense to offense so quickly.
for that infield. Christian can't quite get through it in time. Wasn't boosting the tank for Spoods, so couldn't quite put the extra juice onto that pass. Pajama's got some room to work with here. Hard touch to make. Be picked up by Ramen. Lucia going to break up the cleared. Spoods be right back the other direction. Ramen now to get involved towards the sidewall. Sends the ball towards his own net. Lucia. I think that one goes in with no redirection.
Yeah, maybe. Lucia most likely spotted that flying Saints defender. Wanted to put a little bit of extra pizzazz to get the touch past the defender. Perhaps a little too much pizzazz. The ball goes a bit wide.
Jazz hands extended, and unfortunately, the lead remains the same. 1 minute left to play here for UNT. St. Clair continue to have their way. The Canadian squad doing all they feel. Off 3 back on defense right now. Looking to send this away is Ramen. Going to push it forward. Pajama's up in the air. Going to get that ball to the back corner. No boost, though. Ramen's got a demo. Spoods has the chance for a clear. It wasn't quite there to the back corner. He's sent away by Christian now.
A big booming clear from Christian. If you're University of North Texas, maybe don't disillusion yourself of a 4-goal comeback in 30 seconds, but certainly you want to spend the rest of this game in the blue side of the field, get some momentum going on offense.
Christian up for that one. Pushes to the back corner. Chance for it here. Gonna send it
touch.
high and not quite where you'd like that ball to be if you're UNT. Not quite where you wanted the score to be either. First game, a lot closer than the second, 4-0 in game 2.
Yeah, St. Clair coming out with a different kind of energy. We mentioned that math problem earlier. St. Clair doubling up that score from the previous game, and it's a team effort. We mentioned it takes a village. Everybody's got a goal. Spoods got 2, but Christian's also got 2 saves. Everyone on St. Clair doing something for the squad right now.
It's been big team plays. It's been an oppressive St. Clair Saints firing on all cylinders. Looking for that foreign invasion. Gonna punch some tickets a lead by 2 in the best of 7. UNT looking to spin the gears back into order. Wax the pegs a little bit here as well. Plenty of time in this one, still going to be the case. Yeah, 3 shots in game 1, this time just 2. Speaks to the fact that St. Clair continue to really batten down the hatches on this team.
Yeah, 2 shots, 2 saves from St. Clair, so they're all over it. And yet again, that low shot count, just a testament to the fact that St. Clair's defending at midfield. They're defending at 3/4 field. They're defending right in front of the box. They're doing well to shut down UNT far before that shot ever has a chance to get to the goal.
Yeah, very well said. Midfield, in front of the box. Playing defense in the offensive quadrant. Yeah, if the field exists, yeah, they showed up and they showed out. Spood's going to find Lucia off the kickoff. Big demo looking to create an early opportunity. Send that up in the air, broken up quickly. Third man up now is Ramen. Trying to push something up, trying to make something happen here. Spoods to the corner. Long ball, a lot of time there. UNT is going to get in front of it. St. Clair immediately back to the dominant ways, trying to push this one offensively. Broken up midfield. Touch to the corner. Can someone get there for UNT? Not quite. Spood's going to send it away. Lucia missed touch. Ramen all day with that one.
And what a shot yet again. Takes a village. A touch from Spoods off the wall. Bit of a misread from Lucia. And Ramen's there to capitalize on another shot off of an assist, this time from Spoods.
Defender turns the noodles and Ramen throws on the salt packet. That one in the net. You love to see it. Looking for a little more action as well. Another early demo coming off the kickoffs. Christian awarded it this time. Spood's going to have control in the middle of the field. Gets it past D-Bank as well. Back over to Ramen. Been playing strong defense all the way throughout this series. Happy to try his hand offensively. Looking for that second goal. That extra touch going to come through. Will shut down the play rather quickly. You know how St. Clair is. You know how early these rotations are now. Already going to be back to this one in the front of the goal box as Spood's trying to make something happen. Go to the back corner. Big pinch to send that one away.
Yeah, huge pinch. And you mentioned these rotations from St. Clair. Oh my, Ramen spotting Lucia in its back line. Says, get out of here. Get back on defense, sir. Big demo to... Don't want to let those stragglers come in. Don't want to let anyone cherry pick on your goal line. Heads up play from Ramen there, who's been, again, the defensive backstop for the Saints.
Yep. Backboard. Spoods will be there. A lot of time in the air with this one. We'll see what they can set up. Going to beat one defender. Comes to the aerial game. Lucia to break it up pretty early. Caught floundering. An actual fish out of water. And Ramen yet again out the defensive zone to find a goal.
Unfortunate touch. Lucia gets the flip, but doesn't quite get all 4 wheels on the ground, and he's not able to make the challenge when Ramen comes bursting in. You mentioned bringing out the salt packet, bringing the hot water. Ramen's cooking right now.
Cooking indeed, as St. Clair looking to continue dominating this lead, looking for the entrees, the appetizer, a little bit of dessert, hopefully shared in Arlington. Things continue to go the way they are. Spood's looking for another shot. Oh, big save on the goal line.
A huge save. Don't want to let this game get out of hand. You can't let the Saints get off to the hot start they had in game 2, although University of North Texas still looking for that first goal of the series, let alone this game.
And that is a scary point to have in the back of your head. If you're UNT, thought maybe they'd get it there. Christian going to send that long shot away. Spoods will look to push back up the field yet again. You're going to take that mid boost. You're going to take the deep boost as well. There's a lot of room to work with here for St. Clair. Not a lot of options for UNT. They can play at midfield, but they can't quite play up in the air right now. St. Clair know it. They've got lots of time to work with. What can they cook up? Nothing quite. D-Bank going to be there. We'll shut it down. One man to beat. Christian will get involved on the 50.
Talked about the Saints defense, but UNT there. You mentioned that boost deficit, but heads up play from them. The 2 players without boost are able to buy time, let D-Bank come through and be the hero, buy him time to pick up that 100 boost and get that offense started. Whew. Oh, and they nearly had it. Nearly came all the way with a goal there.
Quick reactions from Ramen. He's got both goals right now. He's looking for a third. Cleared away quickly, despite the demo. Spoods teeing it up to him. D-Bank going to break it down the back of the goal box. Pushed away, though, by Spoods. Lucia going to get the best clear they can in the moment. Christian's going to push it forward. He's over D-Bank. Pajama is back there, though, to make a save happen. Shot back towards the backboard. Cameron, nothing quite to be seen on that one, and that gets sent away yet again.
A nice touch from Ramen there. Looks like he's playing for the other team, but surprise, it's a back pass. He's able to get it to Christian, but UNT on the blue half of the field all the same. Oh, but not for long.
Oh, big look from the spoiler of Spoods. That one's going to go just barely off the far post and sent away. Lucia look on. Spoods going to push it forward down the pitch. Pajama grab it on the aerial. Minute left to play here in this one. You need goals for UNT, and St. Clair continue to push the attacking zone.
Oh, what a pass from Christian Ramen. Perhaps not ready for that speed. The pass, he's not quite able to score. This ball still in the orange half, though. Christian, he's got a couple touches. Ramen again. It's the low attack, the low 50. Oh, but Lucia, he's able to get it past one.
Came down awkward. Wasn't quite able to get that secondary touch. That's going to give St. Clair a chance to clear away here. D-Bank going to push it forward. Christian there on the sidewall. D-Bank room to work with, no boost in the tank though, and Spoods will clear away. Christian looking for the redirect, couldn't quite find it. Sent back for UNT. 20 seconds, 2 goals the difference. They get a goal now. There's a chance at this one. D-Bank was trying to find a flick. Got it broken up midfield. Pajama shot on. Saved by Ramen.
What a play from Ramen. Had to get the save. Also had to dodge the UNT, the power player who was trying to get a bump. Christian, a third goal for the Saints at the last second.
The go-ahead goal.
Insult to injury there.
Gotta let them know. The go up 3-0 in the series. Why not win game 3 by the same scoreline? 3-0 for St. Clair. Now 1 game away from not just a trip to Arlington, not just a guaranteed 2,500, but a sweep to get there.
Yeah, the Kings of Canada saying we can play down here in the U.S. as well, bringing the UNT down to the brink of defeat. What do UNT have? They're going to need a big response here in this game.
A big response, and I'd argue I'd like to see that response in the way of goals. St. Clair been oppressive offensively. When it's come to that back end, when it's come to Ramen in these clutch moments on the goal line, they've been pretty big defensively in the few moments they've had to be challenged in that direction. This team proving they've got what it takes. It's up to UNT to shoot this lid off the net.
Yeah, you got to take the lid off the net for the obvious reason that you can't win
if you don't score
without goals. But
right.
Also, I mean, for the mental, to go 3 games without scoring a goal, you certainly got to have that thought brewing in the back of these players' minds. You want to stop that doubt at the source, and scoring a goal is going to be the only way to do it.
See if they can get the job done here in this one. In the last 3 games, St. Clair have found 2 goals in the first 2 minutes every single time. Every single time they've been unanswered. UNT, can they change that prophecy and start to push forward? It's not looking like the case. Ramen will set up a look. Christian will come through to punch it in the net.
UNT had a power play similar to this one, 2-on-1, a bump in the previous game. It seems the Saints taking a page out of their book, but they're able to convert on it. Heads up play, able to secure the bump, and they're up. What could be the last game of this series, 1-0.
Off the sidewall there, broken up early by Lucia. Spoods will be up for it. Send it away to his own corner. Ramen going to grab full boost. He'll push it back forward. Christian up with him. See if they can set something up here. Broken down early by Pajama. Christian trying to go to that wall. Good secondary touch from Pajama to get that one away. Get it to his teammate. A big save yet again comes out of Ramen.
What a play from Ramen. We've been talking about him all series. The man cannot be stopped. The brick wall, the Swiss Army knife on defense, whatever you want to call him. Ramen doing a little bit of it all on defense for the Saints.
Now, I mean, we say that this guy was cooked up, was getting the hot water out, but I'd argue he is stable like a block as Christian and Spoods are going to come back on the offensive end. They combine yet again for an assisted goal. And I mean, say it with me, Sandwich. It's been about 2 minutes. How many goals are on the board?
2 goals. Deja vu here in game 4.
They get out fast, they get out early, and when it comes to momentum, when it comes to mentality, so hard for an opponent to fight back, especially when they're staring at the 3-0 deficit.
They're staring down A 3-0 deficit in the series, down 0-2 in this game. And yet again, the St. Clair's offense just unrelenting, although D-Bank able to pick up a save. The ball still in danger, though, still in the North Texas half.
All right, good touch from Spoos. Control for a bit of time. Ramen trying to come in from the back end to make something happen on that one. Wasn't quite to be, though. UNT, door open. Ramen, awkward in the middle of the pitch, is able to send that away. A flick forward, second touch. Tried to beat Lucio on the 50. Couldn't quite do it. Spoos going to get beat there. We'll send it back to Christian.
Christian able to get it into corner, but it's down to D-Bank. Some back and forth here, and the Saints surely more than happy with that. I mean, take all the time you want, University of North Texas. They're happy with that back and forth because they, I mean, UNT still need these goals. They haven't been able to find them quite yet.
Spoos to the sidewall, up in the air. Pajama there to block. Lucio going to have the secondary look. All three up for UNT, trying to finally break down that lid. Immediately broken up, though. Ramen shot gonna go high. It's off the crossbar. Back pass will be here. No one up right now for St. Clair, but it will keep them some extra time as they push that ball back to the attacking zone. Another clear going to come out. Easily intercepted by St. Clair. Look down to Christian. A beautiful pass, but a better save.
Yeah, and the Saints have had no problem. We saw 2 back passes on offense. They're able to play patient with this lead. Almost at the perfect shot, but the Saints, they're going to get a big stop and stay alive in the series.
Even going to break that one down early. 1 minute left to play here. UNT still scoreless in the series. Not just this game. D-Bank going to push this forward off the sidewall. Has room, couldn't quite get the flip back, and that'll shut down the play there. 1 minute now left standing. Ramen back up. Bump to come forward. Looking to get Spoons involved behind him. He couldn't find a touch.
1 minute left. You see it on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. The Saints on the brink of a clean sweep. And a misplay on defense could be the dagger. Christian able to get it past one. I mean, D-Bank has to make a touch. He sees Christian there. You can't just let him get that touch uncontested, but it's certainly not the one North Texas were looking for.
Colossal Canadians are shining right now. Christian Spoons combine on the kickoff there to push that one back forward. I like that awkward touch there to send it out of the jaws of D-Bank. Can't quite set anything up offensively. Redirect chance, and that one is on the money.
Spoods and Christian, the dynamic duo, they've been doing it all. We talked about Ramen doing it all on defense. Spoods and Christian have been going back to back on offense. If Spoods is scoring, odds are Christian is on the assist, and vice versa. I mean, the Saints firing on all cylinders.
30 remain. You gotta do something big here. If you're UNT, at least grab yourself a goal for your troubles. Held scoreless thus far in the series as St. Clair continue to rack in the goals. D-Bank looking to send it to his teammate. Does get involved. Lucio over the top rope. Couldn't quite make it happen. Christian will break it up. 15 remains. It's a victory lap for the St. Clair Saints. They'll invade. They're headed just under the body of water, coming to Texas. East Force Stadium, Arlington, for a chance at $5 grand.
As the ball hits the ground, St. Clair sweep the series. Domination on defense. UNT aren't even able to put up a goal. St. Clair says goodbye to UNT's chance at a homestand and hello to the Intel Inspires land in Arlington, Texas.
A phenomenal series. You can't say they don't deserve it, because did they ever prove that they do? Looking like the best team in the bracket without a doubt in that series. North Texas, no idea what hit them. Big storm about to come through the East region. They're not quite there, but it felt like they were with a tornado of offense the Saints just sent their way.
Yeah, the Saints all over the field. We were joking about it earlier. 1/4 field, 3/4 field on offense and defense. The Kings of Canada making a statement as they book their ticket to Texas.
They'll send their way through, looking unbelievably next level are the Saints. And if you're looking to level up your esports program, you got to check out one of our sponsors, CDW. You can get help from experts in esports at CDW. CDW, we get esports. And much love to our other sponsors as well, Intel and Asus, making this possible. providing our prize pool and the opportunities to these youngsters, both in high school and in collegiate play. We've narrowed it down. Sandwich started today, 8 teams. We end with just 4, 2 in each respective bracket. 2 collegiate squads, 2 high school squads, and 4 all expense paid trips for these guys. Esports Stadium, Arlington, and what is going to be a banger final dance for 5K.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, these 2 teams we saw on stream and the 2 others who won the matches that weren't, I mean, some high quality competition going to be going down next month, April 28th through 30th at the Esports Arena at Arlington. It's going to be one heck of a show.
One heck of a show, and the action for Intel Inspires doesn't end here. Ladies and gentlemen, Overwatch 2 deciding matches kick off tomorrow, same time, same place. Hopefully, we'll catch you there, but for now, I've been Cadnator. That's been Sandwich. Chow down, and we'll catch you later.